guys? This is a chopping it up. Usually we're handheld in the camera, but we usually have 3 people, so the third person is shooting the other 2. We don't have that, so we got Timmy the tripod. You like that improv?
See?
It's solid,
Tim
man.
made his way here. What do you know? Hi, Tim.
Inspiration right there. And so basically chopping it up, you guys know what this is. It's just like super chilling. It's fun. We're talking. It's interesting content, and usually there's something interesting to talk about. So what we want to talk about today, or at least something that I thought was interesting, is just the idea of starting a YouTube channel, because I'm sure you get this a ton.
All the time.
Messages. I'm about to start up a YouTube channel. Like, what can I do to make it better? Or like, how can I become successful? Or some people, or like in real life, people will come up to me and be like, I lost a bunch of weight, or like I'm really getting into lifting. I'd love to start a YouTube channel because I watch yours all the time. And it's not as easy as it used to be.
It's very saturated.
It's so saturated now because it's kind of trendy to have a YouTube channel now.
It is.
Like to record yourself, and like Instagram is so like cool, so like you're always posting pictures of yourself and doing squat progress, so you might as well start a vlog and start a lifting thing, right?
Absolutely. There are so many people that want to get into it. It's crazy. And like there are so many misconceptions about like the things they have to sacrifice and do to get into it, because the thing is, like, you find our channels, like, a lot of you are probably finding my channel today, so you have no knowledge of what I went through to get to the point that I'm at. Like, I've been making videos for 3 years. You've been making videos for longer than I realized until even tonight. Like, I didn't know about that channel.
I just started showing her like old Easter eggs from like when I was like a child.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and like people don't see that, so they don't realize there's this huge period of just like work and time that's put in, and like it's a long time before it really pays off, and like you start getting out there.
YouTube is like one of the most entrepreneurial ventures that you can go on, because to be a true entrepreneur, what that means is that you're working harder than you're being rewarded until you've worked so hard that you're being rewarded more than you're working, if that makes sense. So she's made YouTube videos for like almost 3 years now. I've made YouTube videos for like 3.5, 4 years, and up until about the Vegas Olympia Expo, I had like some people coming in. I was probably getting maybe like 1,000, maybe 1,500 views per video. And people always think, I don't know why, but people think that you get a lot of money, like tons of money, like
Dude,
so much.
Dude, the misconceptions are so bad. Like, anybody that gets into YouTube to try to live off of the AdSense is gonna be so disgusted when they. Seriously. It's like, honestly, like you've got to find other things. Like, it's not about the AdSense at all. And if you're gonna rely on that,
if you're gonna get into
very
YouTube
unhappy.
To make money, you're not gonna be happy. No, you're not gonna make it if you're doing it to make money only.
And that is kind of a trend. Like, we started when like that wasn't the thing. Like, you just made it to like do informational stuff, get your content out there. And now the messages have switched to like, oh, how can I do this to like get sponsored?
Get sponsored.
Do this, and that's
cool.
Such a common thing. It's like, man, if you start it for that, you're gonna get so discouraged, because I mean, I went for like a year not getting over like 100 views a video. And they take time. Like, people don't realize that you have to edit these things, you have to film these things. Like, it's a process. It's not just like, hey, here I am, here's the video, that's it. That's not how it works.
And I think the troubling thing is that like we present our videos well, because you get good at editing and stuff, so it's so easy to watch that it feels like it's easy to make. It just seems like that would be correct. But little do you know that I would say behind each minute that you watch of a video, there's about 45 minutes to an hour and a half of editing, depending on what kind of video it is. So if you're watching a 4-minute video, there's probably about 4 hours of total time put in. Filming it, then going and editing, then scoring it, or whatever you do, thumbnailing it, putting the description, tag words, title, posting it, sharing
watching it to make sure the whole thing is okay.
That's terrible.
Seriously.
Especially if you have like a 22-minute vlog.
Yep. Watch the whole thing, like find one error,
after you rendered
and then, like, make sure.
Have you ever rendered a video, started uploading it, then started watching it, and it's already almost uploaded, and then you find the mistake?
I found it after I've uploaded it. Like, I've been ready to make it live, and it's just like, oh, no.
I've done it sometimes where I didn't feel like proofreading it, and I was like, I edited the whole thing, and while I was editing it, it seemed right. And then I uploaded it, and I just like went off to the gym like I do usually. So
and then you get all these comments, and you're just like, no.
And sometimes I'll like reset myself when I talk, so I'll be like, yeah, I went to hit squat.
I've seen.
I went to hit squats. Okay. I went to hit squats today, but like you'll cut out those first 3
mistakes.
mistakes.
It's all in there.
But one time I left it in, so I'm just like, so bad.
And you catch that in people's videos every now and then. Every now and then it gets missed, and it's so funny. But people don't consider that stuff. Like, that's tedious, and you can get very sick of looking at yourself. Like, when you edit the same thing over and over again, it's just like, oh my gosh.
You're hearing
What
your
is
voice
this?
so many times. It's almost disgusting. Like, sometimes if I have someone in the room with me, it doesn't make me nervous, but it's like I feel bad that they have to hear me say the same line 14 times because I'll try to time music with it. So you'll hear me say the same line, and I'm not thinking about it, but I'm sure they're just sitting there just like, shut up about your one scoop of pre-workout. So I'll put like headphones on. I remember for the longest time when LP started making videos, he was like, how do you do this, dude? I hate hearing myself and I hate watching myself over and over.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then there's the whole like being mindful of people being around you when you're filming, whether it's doing it in
That's
public
true.
or just being around people in your house. Like, even that can get bad.
True.
Like, because you don't want to disturb them, and then when you're out in public, there's the factor of, oh my god, people are looking at me. And you do get over that, but when you start out, like, you're gonna care. You're gonna care a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
And some people honestly just aren't made to get to that point where you're not gonna care. Like, some people just will not want to go out and be like, hey guys, you know, I'm outside of my gym about to go and hit legs. And so like that takes a lot of personal fun out of the channel because people like coming with you to do adventures, right? But they don't like when you're watching it. It's like you're floating around with us as we're through Chipotle, and it's like, oh, that was really fun. That that didn't seem too difficult. But like really, if you like then look from a third person's perspective, you're this weird person with like a big ass camera,
big camera,
huge
usually,
lens,
mic and stuff.
Every single person is staring at you,
Yep.
and like. And you get to a point like I don't really care at all.
Yeah.
Like I really love it
like,
actually.
When I wasn't used to that, it was exhausting. Like I don't even know a better word for it. It tired you out because it was stressful, and you have to deal with that. So, like if you're the type of person that's not gonna get over that quickly, it's gonna be very difficult.
Yeah, you have to commit too. Because have you ever done this? Like if you ever like talking in public and then you make a mistake. And you're like,
it's horrible.
Because people are looking at you like, wow, what's this person doing? And then you just like start babbling and like, and then you have to like remember where you are while you know that.
Hey guys.
Yeah, hey guys. Hey guys.
Hate people watching me.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot behind YouTube. I've made over 1,000 videos now, and each video has had a minimum of 4 hours put into it, with a maximum of about like 12 to, some that take like a really long time, but usually like 4 to 10 hours, 4 to 12 hours, something like that. So you think about that, that's like a minimum of 4,000 to 10,000 hours. And like I've just got there like 2 months ago, where people like know my name and actually watch my videos, and I'm actually like now like YouTube will advertise for me a little bit and like put me on related channels. But like that took a long time, and I made no money. I've spent over over $15,000 on my equipment. So I'm still in the red if you want to talk about like money. People love talking about money. It's like you're not gonna make money for so long. Years.
Like when I met you in person at the Olympia and like considered like the stuff that you were carrying around, because you guys had like a setup. It was serious. Like, and you were doing daily videos like that entire year.
That was rough.
Even for me, like that blew my mind, because I put up anywhere between like 2 and 5 videos a week. It's pretty random. But like to see you put in that kind of time, if you were to like equate that to minimum wage for the time that you put in, it's nothing. So like you got to do it either to have fun or to like market yourself. You need to pick something and you need to enjoy it, or it's just gonna be
100%.
such a task.
You have to enjoy it, and it's not for everybody. But like if you truly enjoy it, then you just want to put up more content. You want to like, maybe you're helping people, or maybe you're making people laugh, or whatever you're doing for people. But if you're getting that positive, feedback, it should be intrinsic for you to want to put more videos up. But if you're just like, okay, I'm at 1,000 views per video, like, damn it, I need to get to 2,000. What can I do to get to 2,000? Like, if you're thinking like that, then it's already pessimistic.
So slowly.
It will never come.
My first 1,000 subscribers took well over a year.
That's true.
Well over a year.
The startup is impossibly hard.
Like, you're putting money into it, you're putting time into it. I was trying to balance that and, like, working crappy minimum wage jobs. And, like, it's, like, you have to fully commit to it or you're not going to make it through that period of time. Because, like, people see the shout-outs and people see, like, this kind of collab and they're like, oh, I'll just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just say, like, hey, I want to start a channel. Like, give me a shout-out. Like, you need to build your own thing or, like, people aren't going to see you for you. They're going to see you for just, like, a product of something. And you don't want that to happen either.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That brings up a good point. To get people to view you organically, so the way that you get views when you start is by telling people about your thing and connecting with people. You don't get advertised on YouTube. YouTube doesn't pop you up in the top of search ranks until you have people viewing you. So to have people view you, you have to have views. So to build that initial start is so much harder than, it's the hardest. Like, this is the start point, and then it slowly starts, like, exponentially getting faster and faster, but after years.
Yeah.
And, like, so, like, Chelsea and I didn't know each other when I started, right? Like initially, and like if I didn't take part in the community, if I didn't comment on people's videos, if I didn't put up constant videos for people to know about, and like if I hadn't gone out to the expo that I went to and actually met her.
That's so huge. The expos too. Like, if you're not going to spend money and go out and connect to people, like, it's different when you meet people in person.
Mm-hmm.
It's way different than messaging them and saying like, hey, check out my content.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they see you for the person that you are. And for me, it was like, okay, I had, say, 4,000 subs. I went to the Arnold. Like, this opportunity came up. So that opened up, like, the, what was it called? FitCon in Texas. And then, like, that connected me with Chris and Christian, and just, like, snowballs from there. But you have to take that initial, like, leap and present yourselves as who you are, whoever it is, and, like, get people to like you for you.
Because, like, you can't expect someone to give you a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I would love to help everyone that like really deserves to have a shout out. There's a lot of people that deserve to have people to view them, but all you can really see is a name and then a small picture. That's all we really know about you. And like, if you have videos, then I can like know more about you. But if you're not commenting on videos, then how do you expect to be discovered? That was my biggest mistake when I started, was I wasn't commenting in other people's videos and other people in the fitness community. So it's like, how was I expecting people to ever find out about me? You have to, it's almost a job to consistently connect with people, you know what I mean? Even like, say you're just like a person who really likes to party, right? To actually be invited to parties, you have to go and like meet people, and you have to become friends with them, and like get these contacts, and then you get invited to parties. It's the same thing with YouTube. You have to go comment on people and be like, wow, I really like your videos, and give them positive support and feedback, and then they're like, okay, this person's a nice person. Then you meet them at an expo, and then they're like, oh, you're Humorous Fitness. You're the guy with like that little blue avatar with the abs all over it. So I always thought you were dumb, and now you're like a nice person. I didn't know you were a nice person. And then you end up,
Yeah, and it's very easy to like just get taken wrong because of one stupid thing on the internet.
Serious.
And it's just like you really want people to discover you in person if you can. Like, that is a very important thing in my opinion. Like, I watched it really help my channel, and it was tough. Like, that money that I spent at the Arnold was all of my money. Like, I stayed in the dingiest hotel. Like,
you tell me.
Oh my god, I drove out by myself. It was a trip, but like, it builds, and you have to put the time into that. And I was like, you guys coming out to the expo, like, I knew of your channel, and it wasn't like anything against you, but like, I didn't know much about you, so it just wasn't the same. And then we got talking, and here we are. Like, and people can tell, like, if you have an actual friendship going, like, things like collabs, things like this go so much better. Like, we've been talking nonstop.
It's easy.
This video idea, and like, things just build from there. So it's
you honestly do watch your friends, and you know more about the person already without you even having to really interact with them. Of course, you still do like comments and like actually messaging people, but like by watching someone's video and actually taking the time to learn, like, oh, I say babushka a lot. I like ketchup. When she got here, she was like, in one of my videos, I couldn't help it. I had to say bat. And like,
Yep.
so she knows
Yep,
my
it
nuances, I know
happens.
her nuances.
Yep.
And that
For
helps
sure.
so much because
Yeah.
then you're already at ease. You're not like you're not learning someone. You're not like meeting someone. You've already
Yep.
kind of met them in the initial.
Yeah, there's no awkwardness. It's just like, oh hey, just hanging. It's cool.
Another thing I will say about expos is please do not go to an expo expecting anything. Don't expect shout outs. A lot of people expect, like, they'll be like, oh, where are you gonna be? You're gonna be at this booth? Awesome. You gonna put me in a video? And you're like, I don't know you yet. No offense to you. You could be awesome, but let's be friends and like, you know, maybe if we, like I like you in person and we actually could compatibly be friends in real life, we'll end up talking on Facebook, you know?
Yep,
like
sure.
we are real people. Like we talk to people and have developed friendships and stuff. Like I talk to people who don't have YouTube channels who watch me, but it's because they're positive people who are like similar to me who I would be friends with in the first place.
Well, and like you with your Snapchat stuff, like that's such a personal, interactive thing, and like that kind of stuff helps. I don't have that. Like I want to get that. Like you're convincing me. Like I want to be able to just like send stuff like live, interacting with people. Anything that you can do that's like that definitely makes a difference. The more you can make your viewers feel like they know you as like a friend, basically, the better, for sure.
You want the people who are supporting you to loyally support you like that. You want them to want to see you succeed.
Yep.
You don't want them to just view you because you have views and then like there's no reason. They don't really actually truly care if you succeed in life or not. They're just watching to see what happens. You want people to be like, you just got a shout out from whoa, or like you just hit 50K, whoa, like that's what happens when you like develop relationships with people. Like I snap people, like I literally type so much.
You are always like this entire time he's been getting back at people like
robotically.
nonstop.
I'm like brakakaka. My typing skills have improved so much because every other day I'll take at least. It'll take 2 to 4 hours depending on how crazy the comments get, and I'll try to answer every single comment. And that's and at a certain point you can't do that. It's out of your capacity to do that as a human being because you'll end up spending half your day doing it. But especially in the beginning, you need to answer every single comment.
Yep,
you know,
absolutely.
You need to make people feel like what they're saying is important because it truly is that they're taking the time to say like, you know, I watched your 8-minute video and 8 minutes in I thought this was funny. You know, like that's a commitment for them. So like you want to be like, thank you for thinking that my babushka is funny. You know.
And if you're on any journey, like you want to be able to bring that excitement to the people that are watching you do it. You want to make them feel just as happy. They're like, you announce something and they're like, oh my god, mind blown, like this is awesome, I'm so happy for you, and that brings joy to them. And that's going to keep them around. So definitely you want to get that connection however it is.
Yeah, I agree. Should we talk? I want to harp just slightly. I know this video is really long. That's the point of chopping it up, though. So sorry if you guys are getting freaked out by this, but I feel like a lot of people, you know, I get a lot of messages about this. You get a lot of messages about this and about like each of these sections of what we're talking about. So I think it's good to cover it all. Quality of your videos is massively important. Think about when you watch television. When you watch television, I want you to do this next time you watch a television show. Count how many seconds are in between each angle switch. It's between 1 and maybe at most 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I'm not saying that you need to set up 15 different angles or nothing, but just keep in mind that people watch television from the day they're born, so they're conditioned and they're ready to have things happen quickly. And then some people on YouTube, they'll like do a 20-minute video where they're just talking to the camera.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing right now. Don't do what we're doing.
but the camera presence, the charisma is here because we've done this long enough that we're not nervous with the camera. But a lot of people will sit there and they'll be like, so I'm cutting right now. I'm 160 pounds.
Informational video.
17.
We're gonna talk about this, and this.
And it's just it's not fun. Like you hear my voice. I've gotten comfortable on camera. You can go back to Humorous Progress, my second channel, and go to the oldest, and you'll watch week 1, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm 18. I'm 6'1". It's just very boring. And so like you have to keep people entertained with either camera angle changing, your voice being, you know, up and down, and you know, you're feeling out what you're saying. You know, if I'm excited, then you're gonna hear me go up, and if you're like, you know, if I'm trying to like whisper, you know, or you have like musical scoring or something to increase the entertainment value. You have to keep people's retention there.
I see all the time like proof of how important this is. Like people think like, oh, if I'm an impressive lifter or I have a great physique, like I'm gonna blow up. And then for me, like with the powerlifting, you always see these super impressive powerlifters with like 200 subs because they just put the camera there. It's the freaking
Just
vertical
the deadlift,
bars of death on the side or like one angle the entire time. And you know, a lot of that's just because you can't get through the video. You have to be able to get through the video or, you know, you're not gonna come back, period. That's just how it is.
Absolutely. Like try this next time you record a video. Try watching it. A lot of people record it and then they're like, that was a great, like a lot of stuff that I said, and then they just upload it and then they just title it what they, but like try to watch through your own video. I used to not be able to watch through my own videos. I still can't like always get through my own videos. Like if it's a long ass talking one, like I'll sometimes skip through it because I already know what I said, but like I try to make like my vlogs, I try to make them snappy to the point that I'm like, I can't wait to watch this at the end of this because like I put a lot of like, I timed it. I can't wait to see how that timing looks when I did the whoosh, and then the title came up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and if you pay attention to like your videos, especially for example, and like look at a TV show and look at the way they use like music and transitions and the way they structure things, it's very similar. And I think that's why you're growing so quickly right now.
I try.
It's very similar.
Because I want to be able to captivate your attention to the point that you want to watch more as soon as you watch the first video. Like I don't want you to watch any of my videos and then be like, bleh, and then leave. I want you to be like, what's this one like about working out, or what's this one about food, and then like subscribe. And I'd say if you're not someone who is able to, if you're not just always focused on self-improvement, YouTube's not for you, because you will start at a poor quality level unless you have some sort of like videography background or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why those like vlogger type like, oh, look at my own video, look at my old videos, like those are very successful because they're hilarious. They're like cringeworthy, and it happens to everyone. Like even the huge vloggers, you look back and you're like, why did I do that? Like 10-second jump cuts in between, like saying one thing, then just like sitting there and cutting out. Like it happens, but you have to work on improving that, or you're gonna stay right at that point, and nobody's gonna find you. So
if I go back, I'd say 4 months, I will look at the video that I made 4 months ago, and I'll be like, I don't know about that. Like why was I making stuff like that? I think my stuff is so much better now. And it's like, so for example, when you put up your first video, you see those black bars on the side. You should say, why don't my videos look like the other people's videos? And then you should solve that. And if you're not the type of person who will look at an error or a problem and then figure out how to fix it, I don't know how you, because there are so many things that you need to solve and make better. And like when you first start out, all 100 things that you need to do right will probably be wrong. And so you need to focus on one, fix that. On the next, fix that.
You almost have to be like very detail oriented, because those details, those things that you might not think matter. Like it's the little things that just like keep people's attention.
Absolutely.
Always.
Freaking
Yeah.
Like for example, I used to not ever overlay things, and you're like, it gets pretty boring watching myself for 4 minutes straight. And while the information that you're dropping is maybe fantastic and you have some great points to get to people, it's just not fun for your eyes. So that's a problem. And then you need to find out how to solve it. And the way to solve that, I'm telling you guys right now, but you could also figure this out by watching other channels and just observing. I observed that when you put something on screen changing, that's all you need. So if you put words on the screen when you say things, if you're like, you know, like there's 25 grams of sugar, pop, in it, boom, macros are over there. Or you're like, you know, I really think that when I do a press that I try to twist my humerus in, and then it overlays to you doing a chest press. It gives you something to watch while your mind is processing the information.
Absolutely. And like I said, honestly, like those little details, like the little dinks, the little transitions, like not everybody has that as a thing. But like if you need something, those are the little things that you can start with that are like easy to do. They're time consuming, but you find them, you do them, and that little thing keeps their attention. Like instead of just like, okay, because I tend to zone out, and if there's nothing like to just like pop me back into the video, I'll just start doing something else.
Yeah, you look at your phone and then you look up and you're
and
like,
it's
I forget what's going on.
I didn't watch the video.
And then you're done because you're
that's not what
I'm
you want
lost
to
now.
happen. So they just like click off the video.
And like she just said, not everyone's thing is dink and whoosh. Those are my things, you know. And some and you know, lots of people do that. I got inspired by non-fitness YouTubers. You'll see like my screen go whoosh, and like it'll change to a new scene by the screen going like that. I totally saw that on other YouTubers' channels who are not in the fitness realm, and I was like, that's a fantastic way to refresh the feeling of the scene. You're like, now we're talking about something different, even though we're still behind this backdrop. Whoosh, it's entertaining, but not all the styles have to be the same. You hear me use a ding a lot, and you'll hear me use a whoosh, and like a word will come on screen. Yep. But that doesn't mean that you have to do that and that's the only successful formula. Everyone has their own style. Like for example, Candido will do a lot of like really cheeky, weird stuff. He'll be like, he'll be in the middle of like telling you something really like solid, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, okay, and then I'm gonna show you my deadlifts, and then all of a sudden he'll be like, yeah, and
but
like,
that is a
creepy
huge
face thing.
Reason why he's successful. If you go back, he didn't do those. Like I went back and I found this nutrition video that he did. It's just like, hey guys, this is why bars are better than shakes in some cases, or vice versa, whatever it was. And you know, that was in the early stages of his channel, and since then, like he's decided to incorporate that. People like Brandon Campbell incorporate the cheesy, the like immature jokes, like whatever it is, you gotta put something in like that. Like I've started with the like kind of movie clip or like cartoon, just little snippets that are like very relevant, and it gets your attention because it's something different. Like I'm talking, and then all of a sudden there's a cartoon. Like, oh, okay, interesting. Like if I know I'm just kind of rambling about something informational, you kind of got to do something to spice that up.
You do. You
absolutely.
Something. Yeah. And like you can sometimes, I would say almost all the time, but sometimes not the case. But most times when you see someone who's doing well, like you're like, wow, this person, I follow them, they have 100,000 subscribers. How have they gotten this big? You can usually go back to their older videos, and then you can totally see the quality change. Like some of them will delete some of their really old videos because it's like some of them are like, man, that was
very tempting.
Yeah,
it's very tempting.
I put up some like videos that I'm just like, what, bro? Like, how 15 are you right now? Like, can you act a little more mature? But like you can do that with most people, and that's a great way to analyze as well. You know, like you see what they used to do and then what they've changed, and it gets you inspired. And I just realized we have 2 minutes left of recording time, so we should probably wrap this up. we've chopped this all the way up,
all the way
until the
SD
card was falling out the back of the camera on fire and smoking. But I think that was a pretty good idea of some things, at least, because I guarantee we could go for another hour on things because there are so many factors.
When I flew in, we did this for hours.
We
just talked about YouTube.
Absolutely.
And there really are a lot of people that I feel could benefit from this because the questions just keep piling up more and more. More and more people want to get into YouTube. So
and it's important to see the back end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not as easy as it looks. But if you really truly are interested in this and you are gonna love it, then it's one of the most rewarding things I've ever experienced.
I can't believe I'm here
yeah.
right now.
And like this
in California.
This happened because we've made YouTube, and it's awesome to meet people that are so like-minded. You make such great friends. I'm really watching that.
Such great friends. That is so cute.
I'm all watching the time limit. It's like 30 seconds left. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Chopping It Up series. If you have not checked out Chelsea, I really want you to. Like I can't think of the word, but I really want you to check out. Go check out her channel. If you like her content, subscribe to it. I love you guys. Thank you for checking out this Chopping It Up series. Like the video if you have not liked it already. Comment if you have not commented. If you're not subscribed to me, you should subscribe to me. Team Beyond the Week.
Big J.
Live titty or die, Myron!